have an interesting thought that I'm actually very curious about. UX and UI has been an issue, especially for DeFi products, and I've personally moderated more panels that could ever be possible to listen to about the hardships and hurdles of onboarding people into crypto because of a very complicated UX and UI, right? And you've mentioned that you work on Figma and on product. What's one thing, or maybe a very interesting observation, that is a very unique to crypto in terms of design or design decision that you have found? So something that has worked in Web 2 but will never work in Web 3 regarding design or any other product features, or vice versa, something that is not working in Web 2 but is like very easy thing to do and very approachable to users in Web 3.
So I do think we worked, or we were working, that it's a bit shifting, but we're working in a world with much more technical constraints. There is there is a reason why that the UX was maybe not the way people were expecting it. When you think about the constraints such as blockchain scalability, the fact that there are variable fees on blockchain, whether you want to be fully self-custodial for users, so meaning can the company freeze or steal user funds, all these are constraints. For good or bad reason, we decide to put on ourselves. If you remove every constraint, you are back to Web 2, and that's something that's happening. The best UX are actually really fully custodial, where a company can close a server and then everyone has lost their money. And people have really simply compromised, and we spent years building the tech so we didn't have to compromise. So I think being aware, I think that's the first shock, is people are like, hey, why are you, we like to have fresh people coming in without those crypto constraints in mind, and then they will challenge things. And of course, they are right from a US perspective, but then we tell them, look, it's not that we are just stupid around UX, there's a reason we do things like that. However, I do think we need to challenge that and build the tech so that we don't have to make those compromises of UX. And that's what I call like a crypto singularity, where the self-custodial UX becomes better or equal to typical Web 2 UX. And I think we are there, maybe give or take a few months. Another part of that is just that you need to build for your audience. And if your audience is very crypto native, very technical, then it's okay to actually have those more complex products.
Yeah, I was actually I was going to follow up on what you said. So basically, if you're trying to build a very financially savvy but also open to new users product, it has to look as Web 2. Is that correct? Like, it has to look easy to use.
Yeah, if your audience is not, yeah, exactly. If your audience is not like crypto native using complex wallet all the time, then you need to build for them. But it's also okay to build for crypto natives.
But it's harder to build it more Web 2 native, right?
Yes. Again, if you put yourself constraints such as self-custodiality, etc., which we do. But I think the tech has evolved a lot. We are really getting there.